Okay. Now, the review of the player transfers. This is the second part of the player transfers that happened. Let's start with Kasimiru. These players you can level. These players you can level with the nominating contract. And I already have Kasimiru from the pack. I think it's Messi or Neymar pack. But this guy can be trained even more. What this Kasimiru lacks is a little bit good ball control, dribbling, and tight possession to hold the ball when he has it. Low pass and lofted pass, you can increase it on the 80. He already has excellent starting point for defensive awareness, tackling, aggression. You can increase it a couple of levels up, and you can increase his speed to 70 something. 75 would be decent speed. Use 2 points to allocate for the quick counter, 3 points to allocate for the long ball counter, or 2 points, whatever you like. And you will have excellent anchorman on the back. I'm now told to sign him. If I get more 5-star contracts, I will definitely sign him. Dibella. He is creative playmaker. He can play virtually everything in the attack on any positions, depending on what you want from him. If you want to have him as a secondary striker, then I would increase his finishing and kicking power and speed and acceleration, and a little bit of tight possession and ball control and dribbling. That's what I would do. If you want for him to be as a playmaker, because that is his main card, then you go with ball control, dribbling, tight possession, low pass and lofted pass, above 80 something, speed and acceleration if you want, but you don't need them. But I would suggest to have speed 82, acceleration 85. That would be my suggestion. And then the rest of the points, if there are any left, when you finish the playstyle, obviously, I will do on finishing. That's what I would do with Dibella. Gonzalo Guedes, dummy runner, striker. He has dummy runner skill card like Miller, Thomas Miller. Because he's a dummy runner, he needs good ball control, dribbling and tight possession. He needs good finishing and curl. He already has decent speed and acceleration and kicking power, so you can slightly increase that. And you don't need that much as a passing and lofted pass with him, but you can do it. The downside is that you need to allocate 4 points on long ball counter and 3 points on quick counter. So you need to sacrifice. So you need to fucking sacrifice a lot of points if you want to develop him. So I would recommend to choose the playstyle that you are going to play with him. Yes, stamina is something that needs as a dummy runner. That's also, I didn't watch that he has 74, but let's see. Yeah, he doesn't have super sub card, so yes. Yeah, stamina is also something about 80 that needs to go. But I would choose him if you need a dummy runner striker. But if you don't need a dummy runner striker in your team, I wouldn't choose him. Molina, offensive fullback. I like the speed and acceleration already on him. That's a good, decent starting point. The problem also is that you need to allocate 5 points on the playstyles if you want two playstyles to play. 1 point on long ball and 4 on quick counter. But 80 on the quick counter is also good. He's not going to get boost, but it's also good. What will I do with him? Would increase defensive awareness, tackling, aggression, and defensive engagement. Tight possession, low pass, and lofted pass as well. And, well, obviously when you're increasing tight possession, you will increase dribbling and ball control. And speed or acceleration with the points that you left. Because that is how you're going to play him. And you can play him on the right back and right midfielder, which is good. He can cover both positions. Renato Sanchez, the fucking beast. The fucking beast. he is perfect box-to-box midfielder when you finish him. The problem is play styles. If you want both of them, quick counter and low ball counter, you need to lose 8 points there. But if you want one, there is only 4 points. Nevertheless, you need to increase defensive awareness, tackling, aggression, and defensive engagement, ball control, dribbling, and tight possession. If you want to have a good ball with him and he be as the pit bull like Edgar Davids, and also low pass and lofted pass needs to be above 80. And well, I wouldn't use that much on the finishing side because he has long range curlers. So 70 curler, 76 kicking power is good, but when you increase his acceleration and basically speed, you will increase his kicking power to 80 something. So he needs stamina as a box-to-box midfielder. That is what he needs. Stamina above 85. That is what he needs exactly. Physical contact and then balance as well. And with this, he actually weighted passes. So yeah, low pass with weighted pass, excellent combination. I would recommend him. I would recommend him if you are lacking a good box-to-box midfielder and you have 5-star contract and you don't need defensive midfielder or playmaker or fullback. I would recommend Renato Sanchez. Bergwijn. He is good, prolific winger. I will not sign him because I don't need prolific wingers. I don't need secondary strikers anymore, especially because he cannot play in any of my tactics that I would use. But if you want to sign him, then I would advise for you to develop him as a winger. Because for you to create him as a playmaker, advanced midfielder, it will extremely use up a lot of training points, and you don't have them. You have about 48 training points that you can allocate, and one is on long ball counter, and if you're playing quick counter you need to allocate 4 of them, so you already are losing 5 points. He needs stamina. That is what he needs. He has good acceleration and good speed. He has curl, so basically yeah, I would increase his ball control, dribbling, and tight possession, low pass and lofted pass, and curl and kicking power. That is how I would do it with him, because he has soul control, long range curler, long range shooting. So basically from the edge of 16 box, you can use that. Rising shot, through passing and pinpoint crossing. That because he has pinpoint crossing, you need lofted pass to be increased above 72 for that to be perfect. So yes, I would only advise to sign this guy if you actually need a winger. If you don't already have Vinicius, Rodrigo, Neymar, Messi, Foden, Berardi, who else? A lot of players. Exactly, Magic, exactly. He is decent, but he's not going to be game changer. Fabio Carvalho, whole player. 1 point on quick counter and 5 on long ball counter. But 86 with 4 points is good for a long ball counter. And because he's a whole player, what you need to do with him is ball control, dribbling, and tight possession, low pass and lofted pass, kicking power, finishing, and curl. Speed and acceleration is a given, that you need to increase it, but when you are increasing acceleration to 80, 84 is a good acceleration. But speed will increase also kicking power as well. So rest of the points you need to allocate in the attack. Especially because he has first time shot, one touch pass, through pass, weighted pass, and rising shot. So basically everything else you need to increase on the attacking front. And he's a bargain player for 4-star contract. Actually, he's a bargain player. Kunde, extra frontman. I think Kunde from the Barcelona pack is slightly better than this one. But and this guy can only go 19 levels. No, sorry, 18 levels. Quick counter needs to be allocated with 3 points, or long ball counter as well. So 6 points goes there. So you are left with a couple of points to allocate anywhere. Because he's an extra frontman. If you're going to play him as a center back, you don't need to increase anything on the attack side. You need to increase defensive awareness and speed and acceleration. And that's it. If you want to have him in the midfield, sorry, he cannot be in the midfield, so disregard that. If you want to have him as a fullback, increase dribbling on 70. Yeah, exactly. We have a lot of them. Increase dribbling on 70 and the rest on acceleration, speed, and defensive. Yeah, he cannot be in the midfield. My mistakes. Kostic, cross specialist. What would I do with Philip? Would be increasing his ball control, dribbling and tight possession, low pass. Already he has good lofted pass. I would increase his defensive awareness, tackling and aggression as well, and a little bit of speed and acceleration. He doesn't need to finish for me. He needs to be good in defense and good in offense. So actually I would sign Filip Kostic because I need him. I need him in my Serie A squad. Quick counter needs to be increased by 1 point. Long ball counter needs to be increased by 2 points. So that would be excellent increase. WLKD, thank you for the follow. Welcome to eFootball family. So stamina 81, already good. Chop turn, cut turn, long range curler, long range shooting, knuckle shot, dipping shot, pinpoint crossing, outside curler, lofted pass, track back. Everything that you need for a player to be good in offense, in defense as well. So I would actually sign him. Because I was torn about with Cucurella or him. And Cucurella can be increased even more than Philip. Already has good ball control, dribbling and tight possession on him. And decent low pass and lofted pass. What he lacks is defensive awareness, tackling and aggression and defensive engagement as well. Speed and acceleration is good. But obviously we will need to increase acceleration. Downside is quick counter needs to be allocated 5 points. 3 points on the long ball counter, but you have hell of a lot of levels to go up with him. And he doesn't have exactly the same stats with like Philip there. He has area superiority. He has sliding tackle, cut, turn, and chop. So basically, he wouldn't have that good. Not that much, Magic, not that much, because he doesn't have pinpoint crossing. He doesn't have anything for the crossing skills. You need to increase his lofted pass above 88 so he can be good as a crosser. But defensive-wise, he is better than Philip, actually. Defensive-wise, he's better than Philip. Depends on what you want from your 3-5-4-2. If you want to have him offensive or defensive. But I will recommend this guy as well. Tagliafico, fullback finisher. He is actually Tagliafico is the almost good combination of Cucurella and Philip. Pinpoint crossing, sliding tackle. What do you want more? You need to increase his ball control, dribbling, and tight possession. Low pass and lofted pass needs to be above 80. Defensive, you need to increase on him, and speed and acceleration. That is what you need to do. Also, 80 quick counter, 1 point you need to allocate there, and 4 on long ball counter as well. So that is what you need to do. Box to box Fernandes. He's more offensive than defensive player. And 26 points for you to create him as a defensive player is going to be waste. Especially because he can play one play style, because you need to allocate 8 points to develop him, and you don't have enough levels to go to develop 2 play styles on him. So basically, yeah, if you put him as a center midfield, he is going to be more constantly in the offense, and he is going to be good there. What you need with him is ball control, dribbling, tight possession, low pass and lofted pass, speed and acceleration, finishing and kicking power. Forget defensive, because you need to invest extremely a lot of points to get him to be good in defense. So I wouldn't recommend him. I wouldn't recommend him as a box-to-box to sign. Okay, Pirate, thank you for being. Yeah, the next stream is going to be on Monday, the regular time. Thank you for being on the stream, and good night, Pirate. Good night. Soul control, long range curler, first time shot, one touch pass, through passing, weighted pass, and lofted pass is good. So yes, he is going to be good in the attack. In the defense, not so much. So I won't recommend him. Only if you need him. And goal poacher, Simeone. He's more a target man than goal poacher. Again, you need to allocate extremely a lot of points to play styles. So I won't recommend that as well. You need to increase ball control, dribbling, and tight possession on him. Low pass needs to be 65. The rest of the points, you need to go with finishing, jumping, acceleration, and speed. Sorry. And stamina. Obviously, stamina. Stamina is basically, stamina is the key component of this guy, because he has track back skill card, and that means that he's going to drop deeper than usual to get the ball, and he's a goal poacher, and that will kill his stamina. If you put counter target on him, he's going to withstand it semi-decently, but no, honestly, I wouldn't recommend Giovanni Simeone to anyone. So we are going to sign Philip. And I'm going to already show you how to develop him. Because I need options. And for the 4-star, well, actually, I don't need anyone from the 4-star. From the 5-star, I would sign Renato Sanchez. I would sign Kasimiru. I would sign Kunde. Well, it's a good. Sometimes it's a good thing to level above 90. But when you level him maxed out, if the whole team is not maxed out over 95, the whole team is not going to get boost. So 90 is a good. 90 is a good to level them. So yes, as I said, I would sign Kasimiru, I would sign Kunde, I would sign Cucurella and Renato Sanchez. So I need 1, 2, 3,